All right, I've got all of my troops lined up, ready to go in to the provinces I want. So let's go ahead and declare war for Brunn, call in the Ottomans, England, Lithuania, Austria, and let's go. Hello, everyone. My name is King Kongveal, and welcome back to my royal court here in Europa Universalis 4, where I am ruling as the Emperor of Prussia, working to become the Emperor of Germany eventually. So last episode, we did quite a bit of fighting. We fought Burgundy, took a bunch from them. We fought Switzerland once. We fought Hungary some. We fought Sweden. We fought Venice a couple of times. But one of the most important things that happened was we lost our alliance with Lithuania, but then we got it back. We lost our alliance with England, but then we got it back. We lost our alliance with Austria, but then we got it back. But now Austria wants to break the alliance again. So I'm trying to hold that off from happening, trying to keep them in any way that I can. They are hostile towards me, but I might be able to keep them. I hope. I would like to keep them at least for the time being, at least until I can fight Hungary one more time and their ally of France. So my goal for today is to fight Mainz probably 2 times to finish them up. Yeah, total country war score cost is 120, 119, so probably will be 2 wars. I would also like to fight Switzerland, finish them off, and I would like to fight Hungary and get these 7 provinces from them that they have in the German region. So those are my main goals for today. And other than that, I might start working on annexing some of my subjects so that I can get the 3 provinces that I need to form Germany. So honestly, if I take Frankfurt and incorporate Ansbach, that'll do it. I'll have all the provinces I need to form Germany. So I might try to start working on that today. The first thing I need to do is deal with this issue with Austria, try to keep them as an ally, and deal with this coalition between Hungary, Savoy, France, the Papal States, Florence, and Ulm. And I know at the end of the last episode, I was considering just going ahead and declaring war with Hungary and therefore the coalition immediately, because if I can call the Ottomans, England, and Lithuania in, we greatly outnumber the coalition, so we might be able to win. But the first thing I want to do, I want to spend maybe a couple of months trying to keep Austria as an ally. So in order to make sure the Ottomans, England, and Lithuania don't go to war, I am going to tell them to prepare for war. There we got the Ottomans, and in a couple of days I'll get the others. So let's unpause and let's go. All right, I've asked those 3 to prepare for war, and now Austria does not look at me as being hostile and no longer wants to break the alliance. That is perfect. And I've now asked Austria to prepare for war as well. I can get one more defensive idea. This gives me land maintenance modifier minus 5% and regiment manpower use minus 5%. Not sure exactly what the regiment manpower use does, but I'll go ahead and take it. That's good. All right, I've got all of my troops lined up, ready to go in to the provinces I want. So let's go ahead and declare war for Brunn, call in the Ottomans, England, Lithuania, Austria, and let's go. And let's get my troops into these provinces that I want. There we go, let's go. Oh, I just gained a corps on one of the Hungarian provinces that I want to take. I wonder if that affects the war score for that at all. I think it does, but I'm not sure. I can get my first absolutism age ability. Let's get admin efficiency plus 5%. I can get my next defensive idea. Fort maintenance minus 10% and fort defensiveness plus 25%. All right, I think I can white peace finish now. So let's go ahead and do that. Get them and their 157,000 troops out of this war. There we go. All right, I think I can end the war now. I'm going to take these 6 provinces. I will annul their alliance with France and take a little bit of money. And this will stop the coalition from being able to reform for the next about 10 years. That'll be good. That'll give me a little bit of downtime to be able to do some other things. So let's go ahead and end this war and take most of the provinces I need from Hungary. There we go. And I'm going to make Austria break their alliance with Mainz. And immediately, I'm going to go to war with Mainz, call in England. We outnumber them quite a bit, so it should be relatively easy. I'm going to declare for Frankfurt. let's go ahead and do this. And I'm going to send my troops down to fight Venice and get them out. And I can call in the Ottomans. Perfect. That'll make it a lot easier. Dang it, Holstein became Catholic. I'm trying to convert things to Protestantism. I mean, I can immediately convert it back, which is nice, but waste a lot of money, unfortunately. I can get Diplotech 19. There we go. Very nice. All right, I can white peace Venice. So let's go ahead and get them out of the war. And then let's go finish off fighting Mainz. I can get my next defensive idea. Reinforced speed plus 30%. I have Mainz fully occupied, but I'm going to wait to piece them out until this missionary is done in just over a year so that I can get the mission Faith's Bastion and the Edict of Postum. Because once I take these provinces, I'll have more Catholic provinces I have to convert. So we will wait till then. This is not a good event. It was a great storm and lost 2 base tax, base manpower, and gained 100 devastation in both Schleswig and Deathmarchen. That sucks. I can take my last defensive idea, which is garrison size plus 33%. That'll help fight off people who want to try to invade me. And I get a couple of policies. One of them is stability cost modifier minus 25% and development cost and primary culture minus 10%. That sounds good. And as far as the other 2 military ones, I think I'm going to stick with the ones I've already got. So I'm not going to switch any out. All right, and we converted the last province. So I can take the mission's Faith Bastion, which gives for 15 years morale of army plus 5% and missionary strength versus heretics plus 1%. That is good. And I can also take the Edict of Postum, which for the next 20 years, I get missionary strength plus 1% and culture conversion costs minus 20%. The Edict of Postum. For over a century now, Europe has seen the effects of the Reformation and Counter-Reformation. As religious borders begin to solidify, many Protestants or Reformed subjects of Catholic rulers find themselves on the run. With the revocation of edicts of tolerance, hundreds of thousands seek a new home. Brandenburg is now a densely populated region. If we were to offer these men and women refuge and pay for new homes and perhaps a tax exemption until they get stabilized, we could undoubtedly harbor many of them. So I can lose a ton of money and 2 stability, which is rough. But I would gain some manpower, tax, and production in Berlin and Danzig. Danzig would change to Reformed, and Catholic rulers would not like me for the next 30 years. Or I can gain some admin power. Let's take them in. Welcome. And with that, I can now piece out Mainz. So I'm going to take all of these provinces, mainly the forts, and I'll leave them alive in this one province because I can't quite get there. Let's take their money while we're at it and send that peace deal. And pour up all of these and boost my stability. And I get the Rhineland Conquest, which gives me aggressive expansion minus 15% and overextension modifier minus 5% for the next 20 years. So I'm not going to take that just yet. I'll do that right before I do a bigger war. That would also give me a permanent claim on South Germany and North Germany, but we'll hold off on that for the time being. So now let's chill a little bit, get some manpower back, maybe build up my troops a little bit, and Austria broke their alliance with me. Oh well, I figured that was going to happen at some point. So in that case, let's get Norway as an ally. Not quite as good a replacement, honestly, but it gets the job done. Since Austria broke their alliance with me, I'm going to revoke guarantee, remove military access, which actually it already has, and that actually removes the last of the diplo relations I have with them. Good. Yeah, I think I might go ahead and start annexing some of my subjects. I think I'm going to start with Ansbach because they own the final provinces that I need to be able to form Germany. So let's call a guy back and start working on integrating Ansbach. It'll be done at the beginning of the next episode in 1651. My truce with Switzerland just ended, and once this diplomat gets back in a couple of days, I will go ahead and declare war on him. Like right now, there's one province, they've got 10,000 troops. That'll be easy. And they have 0 troops. I can get military tech 19. That gets star forts and new infantry and more military tactics. Let's go with the Gustavian infantry. Nice. With the proliferation of muskets, I get 2.5% army professionalism. I needed that. Gets me up to 85 out of the 100 that I need, and my land force limit's up to 190 already. So getting there. And I can take standardized uniforms, which makes my troops a little bit more expensive, but it gives army drill gain modifier plus 40%. So we'll do that. All right, and I siege down Switzerland. So let's go ahead and full annex them. There we go. And I will feed that province to Ulm. So now the only provinces in the North Germany region that I or my subjects don't own is Prague. And the only provinces in the South Germany region that I or my subjects don't own are these two in France, this one in Venice, and all of Austria. All right, I am over the 200 force limit that I need, and my army professionalism is at just about 90. So getting close, getting close. So I've gotten this event about local militias. I can either lose 5 army professionalism, which I really don't want to do because I'm really close to getting 100, or I can gain 2.5, but I lose 15,000 manpower. And my manpower recovery speed drops for the next 10 years. Which is unfortunate because I wanted to try to build up another army soon. I'm close to being able to do it, but there's no way if I lose 15,000 manpower. I've been increasing my army professionalism by recruiting generals. I think it'll be easier to recoup this lost army professionalism than it will be to recoup the manpower. So unfortunately, I'm going to do this and lose 5 army professionalism. And now, again, when I'm trying to build up troops and I need to get money, I get an event where I lose a bunch of money or I get a bunch of unrest. So I'd rather have the additional base tax in these provinces and lose the money. I guess I can always take out loans, but really didn't want to do that. I have the manpower for another army, so I'm going to take out 1 loan and I'm going to build up another stack, 30 infantry, 4 cav, 16 cannons. We'll do it right here. My truce with Hungary is up in less than a year, so I'm going to start telling my allies to prepare for war. Nice, and for the next 6 years, I get discipline plus 10%. I'm up to 98 professionalism already. Just 100 more, not even 100 more military power, and I can get up to 100 army professionalism. All right, there's my truce with everyone. Because now we are going to go to war with Hungary, their allies Sweden, Burgundy, and the Papal States, and the defender of the Catholic Faith, Venice. I'm going to call in the Ottomans, England, and Lithuania. So let's go ahead and get this started. I'm going to go for Prague and send my other 2 stacks down to Venice, try to knock them out of the war as quickly as possible. And I can now call in Norway. That'll help with Sweden. But do I actually want to do it? I just don't want Norway to get pieced out by Sweden. I got to be careful with that. All right, siege down Prague, so let's go mess up Sweden a little bit. France declared war on Austria, probably to take Constance if I have any guess in the matter, which is fine because I need to take these 2 provinces from France anyway, so I can just take 3 from France next time. Not the end of the world. I'm going to recruit a general, and that'll get me up over 100 professionalism, which gives me general cost minus 50% and army drill gain modifier plus 100%. And that also allows me to get the army with a state, which gives, until the end of the game, minus 15% reinforced cost, army drill gain modifier plus 25%, and regiment drill loss minus 25%. I also upgrade my Prussian militarization to total Prussian militarization and gives me new government interactions. So let's go ahead and take this. On war, everything in war is very simple, but the simplest thing is difficult. Albrecht Linkendorf says solemnly during a council meeting. That is profound, our emperor exclaims, to which our military advisor redens and admits to having stolen the phrase from a philosophical young man who has been rising through the ranks of our army over the past few years. In addition to being an experienced commander, this person is apparently making something of a name for himself even in the higher circles of society. He is also described as spending a lot of time contemplating and discussing the moral aspects of war. Some say that given enough time, he is likely to publish a book on the subject. Perhaps he could be of use to us. So I can make him into a half-cost skill 3 morale of army advisor, which is really good. I can make him a decent general, but I've got better generals than he'll be, so I'm not going to do that. Or 50 admin power. Let's get this morale advisor, 50% cheaper morale advisor, and we'll go ahead and swap out for that. Karl von Clausewitz. There we go. And I'll bump him up to a level 4 advisor. All right, I can peace out Sweden. I'm going to just take war reps and their money. They siege down Prague again. Dang. That's all right. I'll get it back here shortly. I wonder if I can take this battle. I think I can. I'm going to give it a shot. Oh, yeah. No problem. All right. I should be able to white peace Venice now. Yep, and again, just going to white peace them so that they stay as the defender of the faith. I'd rather have Portugal. They're the easiest to peace out, but I'd rather not risk Spain being able to get it. I'd rather face Venice than Spain. So let's just white peace Venice. And now let's go fight Hungary. So I had these troops sitting here on Savoy for, I don't know, months at least, not realizing that they weren't in the war with me. Oops. I can get admin tech 20, which gives me a bunch of governing capacity, which is awesome. I needed that. You know what I hadn't done since I upgraded my Prussian militarization is pumped any military power into it. So let's do that. There we go. That's much better. All right, I can peace out Burgundy. I'm going to take war reps and about 1,000 ducats, and they are done. I can take another age ability. Let's get protecting forts, fort maintenance on border with rivals, minus 100%. Sure, that works. All right, the Papal States is fully sieged down. So again, just gonna take money and war reps, and they are done. All right, I've got Hungary at 94%. That should be everything for what I need and what I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Pest. I'm going to make them revoke all the cores that they own on my lands. I'm going to take war reps, going to take all of their money, and I'm going to make them release Estonia as an independent nation. Let's go ahead and end this war with them. Done. All right, so let's core this up and get the troops back and then chill for a little bit until we hit Mainz in about 4.5 years. Now I can upgrade the Ulm Minster. Sure, let's do it. And as I said, France took Constance, so I'll have to take 3 provinces from France when I go to war with them. And it looks like Venice is going to take some from Austria, so I'll have to take more from Venice eventually. Might as well take a few more from them and a few fewer from Austria. I now have a general who's a 6.5/6.5. That is phenomenal. The generals I have in charge of my army now are a 6.5/6.5, 4.5/5.5, and a 6.5/5.6. I've got to have some of the best generals, if not the best generals in the world. I've got the 2 best generals in the world and 3 of the next 4 best generals in the world. So I've got 5 of the 6 best generals in the world. Only Venice has one that compares to what I've got. Very nice. And I can get both Diplotech 20 and Military Tech 20. It gives me new cannons. Nice. Let's go. We got to go with the howitzer. Yeah, the howitzer. I've almost knocked Hungary off of the Great Powers list. They're down to 8th. I remember not that long ago, they were 2nd behind Spain. Just a couple episodes, that was the case. My truce with Mainz is up in just about a year, just under a year. So it's time to start asking people to prepare for war. The Ottomans and Lithuania, England, and Norway. Not that I'll need all of them to come in. It'll be Mainz, Portugal, and Hungary. So if I just get England and the Ottomans, they'll be super easy. But I'll try to get everyone to come in, make it even easier. All right, my truce with Mainz has ended. So let's declare war, call in Norway, Ottomans and Lithuania. England won't join. That's unfortunate. They might join after it starts. Let's go ahead and do it. And look at that. I can call them in. That's what I expected. Monument in Berlin. The Brandenburg Gate has been completed. This is a day to celebrate. I gain 20 prestige, and I get Monumental Pride for the next 10 years, which gives stability cost modifier minus 10%. Nice. Mainz is fully sieged down. Now time to go deal with their allies. I can upgrade the historical center of Prague. Alright, Lisboa fell. So I should be able to wipe peace Portugal. I can. They're done. So now it's basically just Hungary. I could peace out, but I want to mess them up a little bit more. The English are having their civil war. They went with the parliament. From the looks of it, the pretender rebels are probably going to win because all their troops are down here. Oops. I can get military tech 21 way ahead of time and ahead of manufactories, but it's fine. Might as well go ahead and do it. All right, I can now get what I want from Hungary, which is all of their money, war reps, revoking their core on Prague, and I'm going to make them release Lakia, the Great Horde, and Kazim, these two provinces over here, and Lakia from up here. So let's go ahead and send those demands. And now I can fully annex Mainz, and they are finally done. So let's core it up and then convert it. And we've now got all of North Germany. At least me and my allies, or me and my subjects, have all of North Germany. And there's January 1st, 1650. And I can get admin tech 21. Again, ahead of time, and obviously I haven't embraced manufactories, but let's go ahead and do it. And we have manufactories. While a number of technical innovations during the course of the 16th and 17th centuries have increased the output of production for some products, such as iron or cloth, to an extent, the biggest improvement in the field of production has come in the form of new forms of organization. By creating manufactories, often outside the city limits, merchant capitalists can both bypass the ancient guild laws that inhibit the mass production, as well as pioneer ways to increase production through the organization and specialization of labor in one place. The forerunners of the later industrialization are able to increase output by facilitating access to raw materials and mass organization of labor rather than by expensive new machinery. This in itself is a huge change over the often heavily regulated methods of old. However, and together with later technological advances, this new model of production will come to revolutionize society. This changes everything. Where did it spawn? Down here in Persia. Dang. Nowhere near me. Oh well. All right, so that is the end of the episode. We did quite a bit today, fought several very big battles, including fighting that large coalition at the end between Hungary, France, Venice, Burgundy, Savoy, Utrecht, the Papal States, and maybe someone else, I don't remember. But we won that. We were able to get just about everything from Hungary that we wanted, which we later got in a second war with them. We fought 2 wars against Mainz to fully annex them. We fully annexed Switzerland. We fought Venice multiple times as the defender of the faith. Portugal is now the defender of the faith, which is nice. We kept Austria as an ally for a while, but have since lost them, and Austria has lost a bunch of land to Venice and a little bit to France. But we gained an ally in Norway. And we started incorporating Ansbach, which has the final provinces that I need to form Germany. So next episode, we will finish up incorporating Ansbach, which should be done in 2 years. And then I hope to fight France to take these 3 provinces from them. And I will probably fight Austria, start annexing a bunch of their provinces, May even fight Venice next episode. I don't know how far I'll get. And I will likely continue annexing and incorporating my 3 remaining subjects. I'll also likely form Germany next episode. That will probably happen after I fight France for these 3 provinces, because I want to be able to use my Prussian militarization to improve my army against them. I might also fight Venice before I fight Austria, because they are allied with Spain, and I will once again want to use my Prussian militarization to improve my army against the Spanish army. Because even as big and powerful as my army is, it is dwarfed by the Spanish army. So we will work on finishing off those battles and incorporations next episode. So I hope you come back next week for that. And be sure to check out my other playthroughs. On Thursday, I will be starting a new EU4 run as Aragon, where I will attempt to form the Holy Roman Empire and get the Mare Nostrum achievement. And be sure to head over to my other channel, Kongveal Survives, where I live stream survival games twice a week. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, however much of it is left, and I will catch you all next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.